From November 2008 until May 2009, Senior SPAFA, with the support of the ASEAN Foundation, organised 6 workshops for young people aged 18 to 25 years old on the topic of culture and development. The rationale for targeting youth is based upon the growing consensus that investment in young people in developing countries is critical for the future because it does not only benefit them but the whole of society as well, bringing with it economic returns, peace and human security.
And I think that is really important for the youth to take part in this development process, because I think that even though the older people or the older generation have the political power of doing such big projects, but I think that they still rely the energy of us, the youth.
Development is about education, giving the youth the education that they need to sustain it, because development is a process that needs to be done, not something that is built in a day.
From this personal realization, I can say that this is the right period to look at culture as the core of everything. Culture is the wellspring of life.
When you speak of development, it is necessary that you have to look on your own values, your own identity, because before you can actually do something, you have to be sensitive of what needs to be done, what needs to be developed. So in development, each person or every stakeholder has his or her own responsibilities.
It's about taking the positive aspects of globalization, but at the same time celebrating the power of diversity.
And just maybe step by step, just starting with myself first, like how can I develop myself. So I had the motto say that I am not afraid of tomorrow because I've seen yesterday and I think I love today.
Prejudice and bias often prevent people from innovation, and I do think that the mutual understanding of the culture between the youngster can solve that.
And I know that when you want to change something, it's very hard. For example, someone habit. So firstly, change yourself first.
Well, I think it's a time for the youth to raise their voice, and we need to respect their contributions. And moreover, it's better if the youth will be provided with necessary educations and some tools like some kind of training for them to reach their full potential.
In development process, we need the cooperation between different generations, like even the old and the young people. And we have to know that who will benefit from this development. It is the young, the following generations. So I think that in the development process, we need to involve the youth who has the spirit, ideas, and especially because they are the person who will receive the results of the development process.
For me, youth are very important in culture and development. We are youth. We have to take care and keep our culture carefully. And we are youth. We have an important role to develop our country in the future.
What is development? I think development is the process of change which affects people's standard of living and quality of life. Sustainable development should develop from the self-centered, which keep on culture. At the same time, the government should ask people in the country what they want and what they need.
I think that the culture and development is very important for the youth. For my perspective, I think the culture is the value of the life, and development is look like the stair. When we want to develop, we should develop from the children and the youth, because the youth is the power of the development process.
The present number of young people is estimated at over 1.3 billion, This is the largest number ever in world history. It provides an unprecedented opportunity for countries to deepen their human capital by engaging young people. Their positive energy and creativity can improve development outcomes and help address some of the challenges we face today.
Development is a long process of change that involves both young and old people to work together to achieve it. So I think young people should have their right and to involve and make decisions, and also make their voice heard by the other people.
As you can see, the development process is the step-by-step process. So start with the young people. The old age people should cooperate with the young people by giving them the opportunity to decide, to express their idea, to express their intention to development. That is how development works. So just cooperate by the top and by the bottom. That is how development is in speed.
What I want to say is to encourage you as the young generation to raise your idea, to have the creative idea in order to develop the country together and together better.
Youths are the foundation of nation, culture and development, so we have to develop our youth society.
Youth are the futures of our country, so if we want to develop our culture or something like that, they are the vital important for our country.
It's not really easy to reach development process, but we all need to try hard. And we, the youth, are responsible for this because we are the ones who will shoulder the responsibilities of the country, for the country we love.
If we want to see development in our country, we youths have to participate in our country's development processes. And we need to have more knowledge and information on how to contribute to our country's development and on how to conserve our culture and tradition.
The role of the youth is very, very huge. In the ASEAN region, the youth can start telling good things about other cultures. Short stories, simple stories, good points of views are actually very, very much accepted in the society. There are many simple things that can be done in sharing ideas, celebrating differences are the most important thing that the youth can do today to be able to draw attention to the necessity of pulling culture and development together into a larger community. Larger community, not perhaps with one identity, but trying to celebrate differences and trying to celebrate intercultural values and ideas.
The youth of today has the potent force to take the first step to change and be counted.
In the news, according to news, 78% of the population of the country is the youth. So if that 78% will work together, and they might contribute a great change, because people, we youth, should be the catalyst of change.
When I think about youth, I think about ideas and the willingness to act. And so if only we can provide channels and avenue for the youth to take action, I think development is never difficult.
Meeting today's needs without creating problems for future is what development is, and with the full support of the youth, their critical thinking, initiatives, and full awareness of what development is possible.
As a young generation, it is our duty to help to promote development in our country, because young men have the energetic and the energy to promote development in our own country and the rest of ASEAN countries.
From my opinion, youth is the most important aspect in culture and development because they are the future generation.
The major mandate of the ASEAN Foundation was given in 1997 are twofold. First, to promote ASEAN awareness and identity, and to enhance interaction among various ASEAN stakeholders, and second, to address issues of socio-economic disparity in the region, including the alleviation of poverty. The objective of the ASEAN Foundation to promote awareness of ASEAN and identity of ASEAN as a distinct identity, and also to enhance interaction among various ASEAN stakeholders, particularly the young. The future leadership of this region is, of course, coming from the young people. We always support activities among the youth in order for the youth to fully understand what this region is all about, and that we will understand one another.
Workshops were set up using youth-friendly teaching methodologies such as role-play, storytelling, music, song and dance, encouraging full participation in an artistic, creative and expressive way. Social skills of mediation, negotiation and team building were explored through many types of activities. On-site trips to see development in action ensured a hands-on practical approach, as well as the further development of critical thinking skills, helping to promote a sense of social responsibility and leadership. Debate, discussion and presentations of ideas were conducted in the spirit of cooperation, patience and mutual respect for differences of opinion, an important aspect in enhancing respect for the diversity of the ASEAN region.
So before attending this workshop, I'm a little afraid to talk in front of the crowd or in front of the public or area. So now I have no shame to talk.
I think one of the most important things that makes the workshop effective is because the facilitators have taught us with their heart, and they treated us like as part of them, or like their family members or friends, or they really teach us with their heart.
They love this workshop and they want to request you more to have trainings here. Trainings in Mandalay or in Myanmar, these kinds of training, to do participatory learning trainings.
And by exchanging ideas among the participants from other ASEAN countries, it helps us to build mutual understanding and to promote cross-cultural development for future benefit. Go Asia!
This workshop have built my confidence, but now I think, yes, I feel no longer afraid like that. I feel try to do what I can and what I want. I plan to propose my team leader at the organization that I volunteer to conduct a workshop under this topic for the high school and university students. And so
about how can I apply this to my real work. I try to convince my student to know about themselves, about their goal and their role in developing. I think that is very good if they know their.
As we say, if not now, when, and if not me, who. So start from me, myself, and then I spread out to all my staff. Because now I'm working with around 30 staff.
We have gained many new techniques that we can apply into our work, and we understand more about culture and development, and we have more experience in culture and development. We gain many new knowledge and we have more experience. We are very proud to be part of this workshop.
Young people have been encouraged to explore, develop and express their own values and opinions, and make informed decisions about the challenges they face now as well as in the future. A greater understanding has been reached through dialogue and teamwork, and skills developed enabling them to make positive contributions to improve the lives of people within their communities.
I have learned many new things from this workshop. It's not only learned about new knowledge about culture development or cultural preservation, but also some new skills. For example, how to prepare for a workshop, how to organize a workshop. You know that many workshops are very boring, but this workshop I think is very interesting.
This workshop gave me a good chance to listen to the young people of Vietnam, and a lot of questions and problems have been raised, and we gave a lot of solutions. Try to make our ideas become true, not just our talk and our ideas only.
To be honest, I'm not good at making choice, but now I think I will try to apply all the tools here, such as conflict mapping, stakeholders, to make choice, and I think after the workshop I'm more confident.
Working with you guys in the last few days has shown me that teamwork is not a problem anymore, because it's all about fun and cooperation and sharing and creating new ideas. And more importantly, I'm so impressed with your creativity and especially your passion about development work and about the culture of our country.
We are inspired after the workshop. We hope that in the very near future we can organize a similar workshop for young people in Vietnam.
I think we're not stopped in here. We're not stopped in workshop. We have to continue what our learning in this workshop.
I think the most important thing that I got from this workshop is that when learning about others, you learn about yourself. Because over the course of this whole week, I find so many assumptions that I've made being broken, and like new questions that will arise. So I think it's a good thing.
It was a good mix of theory and practice, unlike other workshops. And the group exercises were all fun and rather fun. My favorite part of the workshop was our lovely field trip, because because of the field trip we were able to see culture and development in action.
I will go back to where I come from with this information, so I can make the change board for myself and my community.
I learned a lot from all of you and opened my eyes to many ideas.
Networks have been established, and the spirit of ASEAN youth is now, more than ever, focused on common goals that transcend cultural values and identities in order to promote a Southeast Asian vision and purpose that encapsulates core human values.
The youth forming the largest sector of the ASEAN community can really contribute for progress and development for this region. Like, it doesn't have to be hasty, because positive change and development takes time. And if all the ASEAN youth will unite and take effort to be in this call for unity, for change, for the region, we can do it. Like, social change is really tough. It's our tough work, but the ASEAN youth is tougher.